The latest UN Population Development Report, launched globally today, believes that the least developed countries will fall away from global patterns of progress. That's if existing socio-economic inequalities persist. We're joined by Osten Chulu. He's Regional Policy Advisor at the United Nations on Millennium Development Goals. Let's just go to the actual report that's come out today, ranking countries. You've used three key indicators: wealth and national growth figures, education levels, life expectancy. I'm looking at just a synopsis of the top performers, and in the top 20, not a single African country, not even the ones we've just been talking about, the Mauritius, the South Africas, the ones that usually perform well, they're not here. Why is that?
Well, if you look at the indicators that we use for calculating the Human Development Index, most of them are those that affect a vast majority of our populations. Much as we are growing, much as we have very good economies, but the indicators themselves relate to various fundamental aspects of human development, and that is where the problem is. You might find South Africa or Mauritius or you name any country in Africa doing extremely well economically, but because of the exclusive nature of that development, you find that the indicators that pertain to education, health, gross national product, etc., are not really capturing what is going on in the economy. They are capturing what is left behind, so to say.
Explain this to me. I mean, of the worst performers, the 20 at the bottom, you've got countries like Ethiopia, Cote d'Ivoire, Mozambique. Ethiopia, Mozambique ranked as one of the top 10 fastest growing economies in Africa. So what is going wrong here? What's the disconnect? When economies grow and GDP rises, why does that not trickle down to the average person? Why does that not put a dent on poverty?
Right, you're right in saying we have some very good performers at the bottom end of the human development ladder. But human development is about people's lives. It's about changing people's freedoms, freedom to choose the way you want to live. Now, those countries that are doing very well happen to be doing well without the inclusion of the vast majority of their people. And human development measures what goes on with the vast majority of the people. So the
rich are getting richer and the poor?
It may be that, and this is what the theme of the current Human Development Report is. It's talking about inequity and why that is impacting on our ability to try and address issues of the, say, the Millennium Development Goals or national goals. It's also talking about inequity and the links to environment. And, you know, this year we're having the Environment Summit. So all those links are actually here.
Right. A final question. Most, if not all, African countries are signatories to the Millennium Development Goals, but we're told that by 2014, when the first phase should have been realized, many countries would not have been able to meet those targets. Why is that?
Again, it's the the inclusive nature of development, or the lack thereof. Most of the African countries will struggle to meet all the MDGs. We have some good examples of countries that are making significant progress in, say, education, in some aspects of health, but those movements are also constrained by various factors, including, for instance, the recent food price crisis, the recent economic and financial crisis that the global economy was experiencing. So you find those aspects that are external to development are coming to compromise the moves that we've made so far.
In 30 seconds, what are you proffering as solutions? What would you advise African governments to do better? Inclusive
growth. In whatever field you want to, it's inclusive growth. As long as we exclude various aspects of, or various segments of population, we'll never achieve our development aspirations.
Osten Chulu, thanks so much for coming through. Regional MDG Policy Advisor to the United Nations on the back of a UNDP report on human development indicators that came out today in Copenhagen.